So, yes, I love Captain Underpants. I love the book series, and I love this movie, so I feel great reviewing this movie. I absolutely love it. It is great to review a movie that you love, a movie that you have seen so many times, and that is exactly what I'll be reviewing today. So there's these two boys, George and Harold. They've been good friends since kindergarten, and they write comics together. Their favourite comics are these Captain Underpants comics. Captain Underpants is this superhero that they have made up that flies around in his underwear fighting crime. Mr. Krupp is sick of them, so he decides to put the two of them in separate classes! Separate classes! But George does not want him to do that, so he pulls out his hypno ring and tries to hypnotise Mr. Krupp so he will not put the two of them in separate classes. Then they hypnotise him into being Captain Underpants, the made-up superhero that they've invented, and so Mr. Krupp, their mean old school principal, becomes the greatest superhero of all time, Captain Underpants. Tra-la-la! First of all, the animation in this film is excellent. It captures the books wonderfully. It looks like the books were brought to real life. It's as though George and Harold have made a movie. I know they haven't, but if George and Harold were to be filmmakers, this would be the kind of movie they make. It fits the style of the Captain Underpants books excellently, and the film is very faithful to the source material. That is excellent, and DreamWorks isn't usually making films that are faithful to the source material. In fact, that is highly rare. They don't often do that, but it's good to see that this time they did. Honestly, this movie is so funny. I mean it. It's made me laugh so many times, this movie. No joke. It has made me laugh just so many times because that is how funny it is. It is just such a funny movie. The music in this movie is excellent. There's this whoopee cushion song. That was just excellent. I don't know how they did it, but it was absolutely amazing. It was excellent and really, really funny to watch. I laughed a lot during that, and the movie has just made me laugh so many times and has really put a smile on my face. The music was absolutely amazing. The music score and the songs in the movie were excellent. I love the song that plays at the start of the credits, the Captain Underpants theme song. I mean, how cool is that? A Captain Underpants theme song, and the song was written excellently. Ed Helms was excellent as Captain Underpants and Mr. Krupp. He was extremely lively as Ed Helms was absolutely excellent as Captain Underpants. He did an excellent job playing Captain Underpants and did him so well. He was just so lively and so energetic. He was very animated when voice acting, I'm sure of that. And he was excellent as Mr. Krupp as well. Just this mean, old, cranky principal, and pulled off the voice for that guy excellently. Let's face it, Captain Underpants is a hopeless superhero. He's just so hopeless. He's not the best superhero, not a good fighter, has got no strength, he's just silly. And that's what makes him such a good one, and that's why I like him so much. He isn't strong, he isn't muscular like the typical superhero. Yes, I know he goes muscular at a point, but that really only lasts for a few seconds. And it was funny when he was muscular, but I like how he's just this silly, average guy that just walks around in his underwear. The story writing was amazing, it was just done excellently, and there was some emotional depth in it. I like how George and Howard actually think like kids, like they had such a big problem with being placed in separate classes. That is the exact kind of thing that kids would worry about, and it was delivered excellently. I really like how it was so accurate to how kids think. To them, separate classes seems like the end of the world, and that's exactly how a lot of kids would see it as. Being in a separate class with their friend is like being at the end of the world. Being at two different worlds, and I love that analogy they use, of the two of them being in two different planets. I love that analogy. Captain Underpants is just an excellent film and I absolutely love it. It is one of my favourite films ever made, and that is why I'll keep watching it. I've seriously watched this film like 19 times. There is no other movie I've watched more than Captain Underpants. I'm very sure of that fact. That is just how much I love it. It is one of my absolute favourite movies. It was just delivered excellently and I absolutely love it, and I really want you guys to check it out because it seriously is an excellent masterpiece. It has just been executed so well. Excellent music, excellent animation, excellent voice work, and an excellent story with some good emotional depth to it. It is directed excellently and I do not have a single problem with it. Captain Underpants is an amazing film. I'm going to give Captain Underpants an A+. Now, goodbye. And now, I'm going to take to the sky like an ostrich. Ew.